Alright, take two. Let's... Alright, here we have another Magic the Gathering test recording. That is a completely reasonable hand. Red. Well, okay. So, a bit annoying that he knows exactly what I have in hand, but you may discard a card. You do draw. Alright. See, there's really nothing I can do about that, so. And then that will turn into a dinosaur, and. Alright. So let's create a token, and nice, I get an island. That's the sort of thing I want. And general discount stuff, so I can still play the Lightning Strike if I want, so long as that thing is still alive. What does he have? Another swamp. Okay, he's not getting much for his red land, so there's not too much threat from that yet, at least. At least red one. Okay, beseech the mirror. Search your library card, exile it face down, then shuffle. If the spell is bargained, okay, he has bargain, meaning he sacrificed the enchantment. Put that without. You may cast the exile card without paying its mana cost. Spell if that spell's mana is 4 or less. Put the exile card into your hand if it wasn't cast this way. All creatures get or excess the number of permanents. That's a sorcery, so there's 3. So in that case, doing that wouldn't help. That survives, but so okay. Since I have enough to play anything in hand, I think I'm going to hold the island so that that means that there's at least one unknown thing to him, because as you can see, due to the eye on the card, right here, he can see both of these. He knows I have a Witchstalker Frenzy and a Lightning Strike. Phyrexian Arena. Oh. Alright. Just continue poking him with this. Eventually, and since he's losing life for getting an extra card each turn, so he's on something of a timer, in a sense. Especially if I choose to send Lightning Strike face and then get in one more attack. Let me see. It deals. Oh, if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals double. Alright. To that I will. That is too scary to let live, so I'll just destroy it with Witchstalker Frenzy. It's quite possible that he'll put an indestructible. Oh, well, he had to discard 2 cards to make it indestructible. So, resolve all. I forced him to discard cards and therefore lose value. Also, he chose to pay 2 life. My turn. And for that matter, that means that I win now. Because, at least that is all attacks. And I cast Lightning Strike Face, making the attack of this go up to 3. And there we go. That is another win. Getting close. If I win the next match, I get to go to Platinum Tier 1. Very nice. And then I get my rewards, and okay, let's do another. Let's see what I roll up against next. Excuse. Okay. Let's see what hand we get. And my opponent's going first. Ooh, 2 mountains. Normally I like to have either at least one. I like to have at least one of each color. And everything I have in hand requires at least 1 blue. So I think we're going to have to mulligan here. That's better. Yeah, I'll discard I'll put a shore up at the bottom. Or, come to think of it, well, yeah, I already have 1. I don't need both. This is still not an ideal hand, but I can't mulligan too much without just not having the necessary, simply not having the necessary mana, the necessary cards to defend myself. So start with Swiftwater Cliffs, since that enters tapped, and therefore I can't. Oh, interesting. Is this going to be something of a mirror matchup? Okay, so should I save it? Should I save this until I can do a shore up with it to protect it? I think if absolutely necessary, I can do it since he seems to be doing the same type. Yeah, this guy is also red and blue, so this is a mirror matchup in terms of colors. So demand answers. Okay. Yeah, this type of deck is actually rather familiar to me. Shame. But since I have Ill-Timed Explosion in hand, I can always just do Ill-Timed Explosion for 1. I'll play this down so I can block somewhat. This time I have the shore up to protect it. And since this guy gets buffed whenever I cast an instant or sorcery, it'll give it +2/+2. Okay, resolve. At least I think. What does that do? Scry 1. If you do, draw a card. So it gets a artifact creature. You get an emblem with artifacts. With artifact creatures you control, get +1/+1. So, since that's the token generator, I think what I'll do is I'm going to... Oh, if he does attack with it, I'll... Okay, he chose also to not do any token. So, in that case, what we're going to do, what I'll do is I'll do Ill-Timed Explosion. In this way... Oh, So do I trigger the explosion or not? I had the option to simply pass. But... if I do that, I'm out of AoE, and seeing as I run the card as well, I know the danger of that sort of thing happening. So, well, painful though it is, I'm gonna have to sacrifice my own token as well. So, I'll just reset the board. So now I can either do Osier or Big Score on my next turn. More likely I'll do Big Score so that I can ramp into Chandra. Ooh. Yeah. Alright, since you played a flyer creature, yeah, since you play a flyer, nice. Nice move. So, I'll play a flyer to block his flyer. And the neat thing about Osier is when he dies, he turns into a land. Yep. Okay. Do I trade? I can accept some damage. For now, at least. What shall we do here? So I suppose the discard target for Big Score would be electrostatic infantry. Create a... Yeah, I need more cards, so we'll do this. Alright. We won't attack because we want to be able to block in case, like... So that will be creating a token, at least potentially. Alright. I think that, well, that's going to sacrifice, but I think what we'll do is we'll do Witch Stalker Frenzy on Gleaming on that guy. So, do I trade? I have another Osier in hand, so I can play that. But on the other hand, that's just going to die due to the fact that it sacrifices at the beginning of the end step, so I'll go ahead and let it through. Accept 3. Health is a resource, so I need to... I'm perfectly fine with... You tap an untapped artifact. If you do, draw a card. So you tapped the soldier. Interesting. Chose not to send in the damage. Interesting. Okay. And now, due to Osier, I get to give my spells an encore, so to speak. So I will... I don't want to give him just... That's a tough pick. We'll go ahead and tackle that first. The problem with this is I would have to discard a card. We will decline recopying that for that reason. Okay, so now we do Chandra. And use her ultimate to take out his other minions. We still won't attack because there are some things that can attack immediately, so we want to have at least one defender. Whoa, what is that? When you cast a spell, and whenever Destroy one target non-land permanent. It creates. Okay, well that is extremely scary. In truth, I'm not sure I have any answer to that in my deck. I think okay, what I need to do is get my other Witch Stalker Frenzy. Okay, let's go ahead and just get. Ugh. Uh, let's try to find Witch Stalker Frenzy. If I can find it, then I can take the thing out. I guess what I do is I play my other Osier. And then I use the Lightning Strike to take out not only his. Take out his Planeswalker. Thing is, I'm not sure whether he's going to choose to just send that to. Whoa. Oh boy. Okay. The good news is that that doesn't have haste. Yeah. Okay, yeah. There's no single. Alright. Unless this gets me something ridiculous, then I've lost. And well, I of course bear no grudge for it. Discard basic land. The fact that those have trample means that this doesn't do enough. So therefore it's pointless to play it. That won't do me any good. Desperate dig for something. That's not good. If there was only one, this would buy me a turn. But sadly, since there are two, I shall have to admit defeat. Good game. Oh well. A good game, but of course I had fun.